Hey Falcons, so today we are going to be reading a story in this video, and then we are also going to learn about fiction and nonfiction and the difference between fact and opinion. Okay, so this book that we're going to read today is called What If You Had Animal Teeth? Okay, so this book is kind of cool because it's a little bit make-believe, but it also has some facts in it that are real and true. So that's why we're going to talk about fiction versus nonfiction or informational text, and fact versus opinion. So what we're first going to talk about is fiction versus informational text. Okay, informational text sometimes we also call nonfiction. So first we're going to talk about fiction. All right, so in fiction books, I put my little Dr. Seuss hat because Dr. Seuss books are not real. Okay, we read fiction books to enjoy them. All right, there's a lot of illustrations in them, and then there's also a problem and a solution. Okay, so kind of think of some fiction books that you guys might have at home. I have a couple fiction books over here, like We Are the Dinosaurs. Okay, there's a lot in that book that's not real. Okay, Pete the Cat books are fiction. Okay, we read them for enjoyment. Sometimes there's a problem and a solution. They're not real. All right, I have Moustache. Okay, Moustache is a fiction book. It's not real. All right, we're dressing the moose up. That can tell you that's your first clue, is the moose is wearing a shirt. Do moose normally wear shirts? No. So it's not real. We're reading it for enjoyment because it's funny. Okay, there's a lot of illustrations in this book. Okay, people drew the pictures. And sometimes they have problems and solutions, okay? Beginning, middle, end, problem, solution, characters, their settings, okay? So that is about fiction books. Now, we are going to flip over to nonfiction or informational text, okay? I drew a sea animal, okay? Shark. I was trying to make a shark with some water coming out, but I think it might be a dolphin. I'm not exactly sure. Dolphin with water coming out. I don't think shark. I don't really know exactly what animal this is, but it's a sea animal. Okay? So, Ms. Martin is not the best at her illustrations. But informational text nonfiction is real. Okay? We read it to learn about what we're reading. Okay? We're trying to learn something new that we don't know before. Okay? It has real pictures in it, and it's true information. Okay, so real picture. Somebody took a picture of, say, an animal in their habitat, and they put that in the book, and they're telling us real information about the animal so that we can learn. Okay, so it's true. Then we're going to talk about fact and opinion. Okay, facts can be proven. All right, over here is what's fact. It's in pink. It's true, and it can't change. All right, and it's accurate. So an example is when we are at school, lunch begins at 12:15. Okay, that's an example of a fact. All right, when we are in kindergarten, lunch begins at the same time every single day. I can prove that. It's true. It doesn't change all year long. It's the exact same time that lunch begins. All right, versus opinion is what somebody thinks, feels, or believes. It cannot be proven. Okay, and it can change. All right, so my example is summer is the best season. All right, so if I said summer is the best season, that's my opinion because I love summer and I think that it's the best. But does everybody love summer and everybody think that it's the best? No. What if I changed that to summer is a season? Would that be a fact or an opinion? That would be a fact because summer is a season. Okay, but when we put summer is the best season, that's somebody's opinion, okay? So, think about fiction, nonfiction, fact, and opinion when we're reading this book because there's a lot of different things that are going on in this book. And some of it is fiction, okay? Some of it's fake, but some of it's fact, and they're actually telling you real facts, okay? So that's kind of why this book is a little bit different and I wanted to read it, okay? All right, so this book is called What If You Had Animal Teeth? All right. It's by Sandra Markle, illustrated by Howard McWilliam. So, this book is fiction, all right? It has illustrations in it. All right, it's not true. We're reading it for fun. Okay, it's not real. So what if you had animal teeth? So you've lost your front teeth. Before you know it, 2 new ones will push right into their space. But what if an animal's teeth grew in instead? Okay, so is that something that could really happen? No, but it's happening in this book. So it's not true, but we're reading it to enjoy it, okay? It's probably going to be really funny. Beavers. A beaver's front teeth are shaped like chisels and are very sharp. They're perfect for biting off bark and cutting down trees. A fact. A beaver's front teeth have a coating that contains iron. That makes them super strong and orange. Okay, so this page right here about beavers, all right, all of this stuff is true. Okay, it's in our book. So really we could say that this page right here is a page about informational text. It's a page that has facts on it. Okay, it has a real picture of a beaver. Okay, but it's in this story that's nonfiction. So it's in this story that is fiction. This nonfiction page is in this fiction story. Okay, so that's what's kind of silly about this book. It's kind of jumping between fiction and nonfiction and giving us facts while also telling us a story that we can enjoy. Okay, so we read a little bit about beavers and their front teeth. All right, so they're really sharp. All right, and they're shaped like chisels. Now I'm going to kind of show you what they mean by when their teeth have a lot of iron in them, so they turn orange, but they're really strong. Okay, beavers need really strong teeth. So if you had beaver teeth, your front teeth would never stop growing. So you could gnaw all the tough stuff you like day after day for the rest of your life. Okay, so over here, this is really where it's fiction and what they want us to enjoy, the part of the story they want us to enjoy. It's silly that he has beaver teeth, okay? Because that's not what our teeth normally look like, okay? So it's really just for us to enjoy this story and have a good laugh. But beavers do have long teeth, and they have to gnaw because they're constantly growing. So they gnaw on things to shorten their teeth, okay? But they also need to keep them sharp. All right, so beavers' teeth are perfect for biting off bark and cutting down trees. Okay, so these are a couple pages about beavers. So in this story, we're going to learn a lot of things as well. Okay, we're not just going to read a story to enjoy it. We're going to learn as well. So the great white shark. Okay, a great white shark front teeth are like all its others, 2 inches long, with an edge like a steak knife. They're great for biting through super thick things, like an elephant seal's skin. Fact: great white sharks get new teeth about every 100 days. That keeps their bite at its sharpest. All right, so this is a page about facts of a great white shark. Okay, so if you had great white shark teeth, you'd never have to worry about losing a tooth. There'd always be a new tooth growing behind it, ready to slide into place, and there'd never be a gap in your bite. So once sharks lose their teeth, they have new teeth that come in so that they can keep hunting for their prey, okay, so that they can keep eating. All right, so those are a couple facts about great white sharks. All right, and look at her teeth if she had shark's teeth. Okay, this picture, this illustration is a little bit about us enjoying this story and having a good laugh. That's silly. We don't have teeth like sharks, okay, but they made an illustration of her with shark's teeth so that we could enjoy the story and we could have a good laugh. All right, now she has a thought bubble up there of money. Why would she have that up there? Right, because if the tooth fairy came, sometimes the tooth fairy comes if we put a tooth under our pillow, and she put all of these teeth under her pillow. So if she got $1 per tooth, she would have a couple dollars. All right, a narwhal. A narwhal's front teeth do something quite strange. The right one stays small, but the left one grows longer and longer, to nearly 10 feet. Once it's that big, it has a new name. Instead of a tooth, it's called a tusk. Alright, so a fact about narwhals. A narwhal's long front tooth grows right through its upper lip. Okay, so the really long left tooth that comes out of a narwhal is called a tusk. It can grow 10 feet long. Okay, so that's really 2 Miss Martins. If I stood up and then put a whole nother Miss Martin on top of me, that's how long the tooth is. That's a pretty big tooth. So what would you use your tusk for if you were a narwhal? Would you poke around to find fish or fight off your enemies? Or would you feel your way through the dark parts of the ocean? Even scientists wonder what a narwhal does with its tusk. Alright, so over here is our fiction page where it's not real and it's for us to enjoy. So they made this illustration for us to enjoy. So his right tooth is the normal length, but his left tooth is 10 feet long and it grows right through its upper lip. Alright, so to make it silly, he is using his left tusk to catch a fish. Okay, he put a line on the end of his tusk and he's using it to catch and bait a fish. So that's what makes this story kind of silly, is that illustration right there, that he's using his tusk to catch a fish. All right, but over here, there's our nonfiction page, okay, where it gives us facts. An elephant. An elephant's front teeth are called tusks too. A male's tusks grow between 5 and 7 inches longer each year of its life. Okay, so an elephant has tusks just like a narwhal has a tusk. The world record elephant tusk was more than 11 feet long. So is that longer than the narwhal's tusk? Yeah, because it said that the narwhal had a 10-foot tusk, while the world record elephant tusk was more than 11 feet long. They're great for digging water holes and pulling up tree roots to munch. A fact: elephants are right tusked or left tusked, meaning they use one tusk more than the other. Okay, so that's kind of like when we write. When Miss Martin writes, I use my right hand. Okay, when I write down words, I use my right hand. But sometimes people use their left hand. Okay, so I'm more dominant with my right hand. I use it for more things. Okay, I don't use my left hand as much. But some people are more dominant with their left hand. They use it more than their right. Okay, so that's what it's talking about with elephants. Sometimes they use their right tusk more than they use their left tusk. Okay, or vice versa, they use their left tusk more than they use their right. If you had elephant tusks as your front teeth, they would be super strong too. You could easily lift and move your bed or even the family car, and no one would bully you, not even tigers. Okay? So, is this page fiction or informational text? All right. Is this page fiction or informational text? Okay, informational text. Now, what about this illustration? Is this illustration fiction? Yes, it is. But the words down here are actually facts. Okay? So the illustration is silly and it's for us to enjoy, but they're still giving us facts in the words. Okay? And over here, there's facts that they're telling us about elephants. A rattlesnake. A rattlesnake's front teeth are called fangs. They're shaped like hooks and the tips are like needles. They fold up like a pocket knife when the snake closes its mouth and snap forward when it opens wide. Fact: when folded back, a rattlesnake's fangs slide inside fleshy covers. That way the needle tips don't nick the inside of the snake's mouth. If you had rattlesnake fangs, your front teeth would inject deadly venom. So your teeth would be all you need to fight enemies or to catch food to eat. Okay, there's a bunch of facts about rattlesnakes. Here's our illustration for us to enjoy. Okay, silly with the the little kid who has rattlesnake teeth. Okay, our teeth normally don't look like that, and those people are scared of him because they don't want him to inject venom into them. Okay, so over here, this is fiction. It's not real. It's just for our enjoyment. But the words are facts, that the rattlesnake's teeth are called fangs. Okay, so think about what the narwhal and the elephant had, and what their names were. Now think about the rattlesnake. Okay, things are not always called teeth. Right? The rattlesnake has fangs, the elephant had tusks, the narwhal had a tusk. Okay? So they're shaped like hooks and the tips are like needles. Okay, what can they are shaped like hooks and the tips are like needles, they're probably pretty sharp. Why would they need sharp teeth? Sharp fangs. Why would they need sharp fangs? Yeah, they need sharp fangs so that they can eat. Okay, they're catching what they're trying to eat, they're catching their prey, and they are using their fangs to catch and eat. Okay? The naked mole rat. A naked mole rat's front teeth are shaped like shovels and are in front of its lips. They're perfect for digging the family's tunnels without getting a mouthful of dirt. A fact, like beavers, a naked mole rat's front teeth never stop growing. Biting hard roots and bulbs wear the teeth down so they don't get too long. Excuse me. If you had naked mole rat front teeth, you could move each tooth separately to the left or the right. They'd work just like chopsticks for picking up food, bite by bite. So while we're going through, think about what is fact, think about which page is fiction and for us to enjoy, and informational text and telling us real information for us to learn. Vampire bat. A vampire bat's front teeth are triangle shaped and sharp as razors. They're perfect for scooping out a bit of an animal's skin so they can lap up the blood that flows to the wound. Fact. Baby vampire bats have teeth, but the first 4 months they aren't strong enough to fly and hunt, so they nurse and they eat vampire bat baby food, which is blood their mothers bring up from their stomachs. If you had vampire bat front teeth, you wouldn't have to worry about them chipping. Since they'd lack a hard enamel coat, the edges would wear away easily and always stay sharp. A hippopotamus. A hippopotamus's front teeth are long, strong pegs with very sharp edges. They're powerful weapons, so opening wide to show them off helps hippos scare away their enemies and the males to win a mate. Fact. Because a hippo's teeth don't yellow over time, in the past they were made into dentures. So some people used to eat with hippo teeth, including the first U.S. President, George Washington. If you had hippopotamus front teeth, you'd never need to brush. Your upper teeth would grind against your lower ones, keeping them clean and white. Bengal tiger. A Bengal tiger's front teeth are a biting six-pack, 4 sharp pegs edged by twin pointed cones, set between its giant dagger-like canines. They're perfect for scraping feathers off birds and meat off bones. A fact. A mother tiger uses her front teeth to bite very gently as she picks up and moves her cubs. If you had Bengal tiger front teeth, they'd be strongly anchored in your jaw. You could bite and hold tight while dragging something as heavy as 5 times your weight. Crocodile. A crocodile's front teeth are all shaped like cones and have sharp tips. They bite well but come out easily, and new ones grow in very slowly. So a crocodile's front teeth are always changing and are often different sizes. Fact. Crocodiles don't clean their own teeth. They open their mouths for small birds, called plovers, to pick leftover food off their teeth. If you had crocodile front teeth, your teeth would stick out when you closed your mouth. You wouldn't need to open wide when you went to the dentist or gave a toothy grin. Camel. A young camel's front teeth are long, strong, and have sharp edges. They're just right for nipping off tough, thorny desert plants. Fact. Baby camels' front teeth erupt through their gums by the time they're 14 days old. Like you, camels have 2 sets of teeth. Camels get their adult front teeth when they're about 5 years old. If you had camel front teeth and ate tough stuff 8 hours a day, as camels do, by the time you were grown up, your front teeth would be no more than stubs. Animal teeth would be cool for a while, but you don't use your front teeth to cut down trees or scare off enemies. You don't need them to dig tunnels or bite really tough stuff, and you never lift the family car with your teeth, even for fun. So what kind of front teeth are right for you? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The teeth that replace those you lost will be people teeth. They'll be what you need to bite apples, carrots, and corn on the cob. Just what you need to help you talk. And best of all, to show off when you smile. So here's a fun fact. Where do teeth come from? Adult teeth start growing inside your jawbone soon after you're born, even while your baby teeth are getting ready to push through your gums. Any new growing teeth are called tooth buds. The crown or top of the tooth forms first. Then the roots grow and push the tooth out. When this happens with an adult tooth, it makes the baby tooth's roots break down. Next, the baby tooth gets loose and falls out. Then the permanent adult tooth moves into its space. Your teeth need care. Besides 2 front teeth, you'll get 30 more permanent teeth. But you only get 1 set, and they must last your whole life. So brush it at least at both morning and night and floss your teeth regularly. Avoid fizzy drinks and sugary foods. Those help bacteria grow. Then bacteria attacks your teeth and causes tooth decay. Dentists and doctors have found there is a strong connection between having healthy teeth and a healthy body. So taking good care of your teeth can help you grow up feeling like you have something to smile about. Plus, you'll have a beautiful smile that lasts a lifetime. All right. So, that was a really fun book that kind of gave us a lot of facts about animal teeth while also giving us some reading to enjoy, okay, some funny illustrations. So I hope you guys really liked that book, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye!